What's going on, boys? Norm here. We are in the flavor lab, and what we're doing today, well, boys, we are doing some pickling. All right, boys, so what we're gonna do today is I'm just gonna do some quick pickled items that we're probably gonna use in some of the other videos. Real quick, real easy. This calls for almost no ingredients, but let's get after it. What you're gonna need vinegar. I have the big jug here. You don't need this big of a jug. You're probably gonna need a few cups depending on what you need to make. I'm gonna be doing some pickled cucumbers, so essentially pickles, some pickled red onions, and some pickled jalapeno peppers. So these are delicious. I like to put the pickling of the jalapeno peppers, I find drives down some of the heat. So it's a lot easier to eat them on tacos and stuff like that than just the pure seeds. I find it gives it a nice little acidity and it drives down the heat a little tiny bit if you don't like too much heat. I also love the pickled onions on just to add a little bit of acidity onto even just to top nachos, or even sometimes I like it on mac and cheese just to give it a little tiny bit of acid. And then just some quick pickles. We're gonna need that. Some salt, some sugar. I got the big Costco sugar here. You don't need that much. You're only gonna need a few tablespoons. And for the cucumbers or the pickles, I got a little bit of dill that I'm gonna use. That's it. We have our jars too, so you wanna just get your jar sterilized however you guys do that. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. But we're gonna start with our pickling brine. So what you wanna do is the magic is 1 for 1 for 1. So you want 1 cup of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar. So depending on how much liquid you need, I'm probably gonna do 3 liters. Hopefully I'll only need about 6 cups of this. I'll probably make a little bit extra just in case, but yeah, let's give it a shot. So I'll just start measuring it out. I'm gonna get the big pot here. Remember, for each 1 cup of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt. We can combine everything before we put it on the stove, that's fine. Because all we're gonna do is we're just gonna put this on the stove and bring it to a boil. Once everything dissolves and mixes, once everything is dissolved, we're good to go, that's it. So that's the brine. So I'm just getting this measured out. I'm doing about 8 cups because I think I'm doing 3 big liter jars. So I just don't want to be short and have to fill up another one later. So, all right, so we're gonna start with our cucumber. I'm just gonna cut the end off here. And this thing. Now I have my mandolin on its highest setting because I want a nice, thick, crunchy cucumber. So we're just gonna run that through. If you don't have a mandolin, that's fine. You can cut it and you can go by eye. You can do whatever you want. I just find this is easier. So this is what I'm gonna do. All right, so we got our cucumbers there. So just with the cucumbers, this is the only thing I'm gonna use this for. So I'm gonna use some freeze-dried dill. So I'm gonna probably put in a tablespoon or 2 of that. Give it a nice dill flavor. Get that down in. Now that's gonna hit the liquid and that's gonna all mix around, so don't worry about that. So I'm gonna put those guys aside and we're gonna get to work on the onions. Now I'm gonna do the onions razor thin. I like the onions just to be almost see-through. All right, so let's get to slicing these guys. Now again, these are gonna be super thin. I like these razor thin. Be careful not to cut yourself. There's a guard that comes with this. If you're not used to the machine, use the goddamn guard. All right, got the waterworks going a little bit from the onions, but we filled that. So that was about 2 small onions and half a big onion. So I'd say realistically, this is 2 large onions will fill one of these. So, and we got 1.5 cucumbers, filled that. Now let's see how many jalapenos we need. I got the jalapenos jacked back up to the highest setting again because I like it nice and thick. All right, so let's give this a try. I had a little bit of a rough luck with the first pepper. So let's see if I have better luck with the other peppers. Yeah, some of them are a little hard to get in there, but fucking jalapeno seeds everywhere. All right, so we got our jalapenos done. I probably put about 7 or 8, I think around 10 jalapenos in there. Our cucumber and a half and our 2 giant red onions. So now it's time to go turn the stove on. So I'm gonna get that pickling liquid onto a boil and then just stir until everything's dissolved. And then I'll be right back. Perfect. All right, boys. so I brought the liquid up to a boil. I'm just going to use the cup that I had for measuring because it's easier right now, and get that liquid in. I might make a little tiny bit of a mess, but that's fine. It's my fucking house. I can do what I want. So just bring it up to a boil, stirring occasionally with the whisk until everything dissolves, and then we just fill our jars. All right, so everything's poured up, and I got everything wiped down, so I made a little bit of a mess. I got a funnel and all that stuff, but I just wanted to fucking get it done because I want to get it done. So we're just gonna cap everything off. All right, so here we got our onions. Look at that color. Look at that color. That's beautiful. Our pickles. That, you can see that dill just floating around in there. Oh, I got the top on a little crooked. And there we got our jalapenos. I like to give the jalapenos a little shake sometimes, just to shake loose some of those peppers, or the seeds in the peppers, to get them through. So anyways, all you gotta do now, let this sit for a little bit till the jars cool down and the lids pop down, and then refrigerate, and that's it. These will last forever in your well, not in your pantry, in your fridge, not forever. Don't quote me on that. They'll last weeks, months, like if it takes that long to eat them, but this'll, I mean, at least weeks. The last one of these onions that I did lasted for months. So anyways, guys, this was the quick pickle. Perfect. Expect to see some recipes with this in it. Oh my god, my eyes are burning out. A little thirsty. A little sippy on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Beautiful outside. God, it's just a great day. So anyways, guys, give this a shot. Let me know what you think. Share your recipes with me. Love to hear from you. Comment, whatever. It always helps if you like and subscribe. But guys, most importantly, don't be going home hungry.